Kita di mayo, masandoy mga ibabalon. Tugog kita simbang saan ka ng Diyos ka? Asayo, punato kita, kabubuasun ka panta. Amayo'y makakalo sa kabulong limpanaw. Ang atungin kita ni sumakoy, kung sa'yo tunawagoy. Nabuo kita sa kagawasan, o iyak ng puso na. Kasama kayo, magbuto kita, kabubuasun ka planta. Amay hirap, ibang mo, isang kahulog piling palaw mo. Amay hirap, ibang mo, isang kahulog piling palaw mo. Amay hirap, ibang mo,
thank you. Please take your respective seats. SB Secretary, kindly call the members of this August body for the purpose of determining quorum.
Honorable Dato Clarence E.
Present.
Honorable Abalon Don L. Honorable Dorado Lope Jr. E. Honorable Dobongco Arturo Jr. T. Honorable Galit Junesio Dexter D. Honorable Hernandez Neil S. Honorable Laudenio Leonida P. Honorable Layog Acela Rufa Andrea G. Honorable Ong Nadia Bianca Nicolette L.
Present.
Honorable Ong Chuan Emil Nicolas II B.
Present.
Honorable Miranda Gerardo Gerard A. Honorable Silvano Gina O.
Present.
Honorable Singson Victorio II M.
Present.
Honorable Uy Florian D. There are 7 members who are physically present. 5 members are present via Zoom. Total number of members present, 12, including the presiding officer.
Honorable Leonida P. Laudenio, kindly unmute and make yourself or say something.
Present.
Okay. And Honorable Arturo T. Dumonco Jr.
Na-unmute lang.
Unmute your and say you're present. With the presence of 12 members of this August body, we have a quorum in today's regular session. Majority Leader.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, our presiding chair, the Honorable Attorney Clarence Dato, my esteemed colleagues in this August chamber, the secretary, and all the staff, good afternoon. We now consider, Mr. Chairman, item number 6, the consideration of 2 journals of proceedings for December 1 2025 and December 16, 2025, both are regular sessions. Mr. Chairman, considering that members will already furnish copies of the said two journals of proceedings, may I move, Mr. Chairman, that the reading be dispensed with, considered it as read, and if there's no manifestation for any correction, deletion, insertion, or any amendments, I so move for its adoption as presented to the body. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded to dispense with the reading of the journals of the December 1, 2025 and December 16, 2025 regular sessions, and considered those journals as read and the same be incorporated in the records of today's proceedings. Hearing no objection and or comments, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let us move on to the next item in the agenda. Item number 7. We have for referral for first reading proposed ordinance for the new seal and logo of the office of the Secretary of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, along with its description. Mr. Chairman, this is for referral to the appropriate committee.
The proposed new seal logo of the office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, along with its description, is hereby referred to the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For item number 8, we have the committee reports. First committee is scheduled for their committee reports. We have the special committee on awards and recognition to consider 3 items of proposed resolution of commendations under item small letter A, B, and C. Mr. Chairman, let me rephrase my manifestation. We have 3 proposed resolution of commendation under item small letter A, B, and C. The first proposed resolution is sponsored by this humble representation, co-sponsored by Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr. and Honorable Arturo T. Dubongo Jr., our Provincial Liga President. And the second proposed resolution is also sponsored by this representation, also co-sponsored by Honorable Lope E. Dorado and Honorable Arturo T. Dubongo Jr. And the third proposed resolution recommendation is sponsored by the Honorable Gerardo Gerard A. Miranda, co-sponsored by the Honorable Emil Nicolas B. Ungchuan II. Mr. Chairman, to render the committee reports of the aforementioned 3 proposed resolution of recommendations, kindly please recognize the Vice Chair of the Special Awards, of the Special Committee on Awards and Recognition, the Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr., Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr. is recognized.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Presiding Officer, the Committee on Awards and Recognition, under the chairmanship of Honorable Victorio M. Singson II, and this representation as Vice Chairman, respectfully submits 3 consolidated committee reports on proposed resolutions of commendation as referred to this committee. This resolution introduced by its sponsors seeking to recognize the honor of different personalities for their remarkable achievement and valuable contribution in our province of Northern Samar, being a Nortihanon. The committee, having reviewed the merits of this resolution and recommend its approval to this honorable body. With that, Mr. Chair, please allow me to read the three proposed resolutions of commendation together with our findings, observations, and recommendations. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
May I proceed with the
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
reading of the resolutions of commendations of the three resolutions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Special Committee on Awards and Recognition Committee Report. Subject, Consolidated Committee Report on three proposed resolutions of commendations referred to the Special Committee on Awards and Recognition as follows. Small letter A, proposed resolution sponsored by the Honorable Victorio M. Singson II and co-sponsored by this representation and Honorable Arturo T. Bongo Jr. entitled A Resolution Commending Engineer Jose Arnil Colena Corong Jr. of Bubon, Northern Samar, and granting him the amount of 50,000 pesos as incentive from the provincial government of Northern Samar for placing first in the February 2026 Mechanical Engineers Licensure Examination. Letter small b, proposed resolution is sponsored by Honorable Victorio M. Singson II and co-sponsored by this representation and Honorable Arturo T. Bongo Jr. entitled A Resolution Commending and Congratulating Mr. Adrian Oso Alleluia of Victoria, Northern Samar for his outstanding achievements as an international visual artist serving as a beacon of pride for the Ibabaw nun. And the last one, letter C, is the proposed resolution sponsored by Honorable Gerardo Gerard A. Miranda and co-sponsored by Honorable Emil Nicolas B. Ongchuan II entitled A Resolution Commending the Local Youth Development Council of the Municipality of Catarman for being recognized as one of the outstanding Local Youth Development Council, LYDC, during the prestigious National Youth Commission Kabayani Awards for Outstanding Youth Organization and Volunteers at the Philippine Youth Development Plan PYDP Festival held on October 22 to 24, 2025 in Panglao, Bohol, Philippines. Findings and observation. The proponents of the said resolution of commendations have submitted supporting documents that would attest to the veracity of the awards, recognition, and distinction reposed upon the recipients. As for Engineer Jose Arnil Colena Corong, the proponent submitted the following documents: copy of the list of successful examinees who garnered the top 10 highest scores in the February 2026 Mechanical Engineers Licensure Examination issued by the Professional Regulation Commission, wherein Engineer Corong got the first place with a rating of 93.25%. Copy of the screenshots of a Facebook post from the official Facebook page of Visayas State University, formerly Visca, Baybay, Leyte, congratulating Engineer Corong for his achievement, and verified information from the OSSP that Engineer Corong is from Bubon, Northern Samar, he being a nephew of Mrs. Jocelyn Corong Tatoy, SB Secretary of Bubon. As for Mr. Adrian Puso Alleluia, the proponent submitted a copy of the letter from Honorable Joey U. Ardalis, Municipal Mayor of Victoria, Northern Samar, addressed to Honorable Victorio M. Singson. Copies of the awards received and conferred upon Mr. Alleluia as founding member of the Filipino Arts Society in Qatar, and copies of these artworks displayed during art exhibits. As for LYDC of Qatarman, the proponent submitted a copy of the letter request to the SP coming from the Provincial Youth Development Officer, Miss Ann Kirstine P. Tubes. Copy of the photographs during the conferment of lack of recognition to LYDC Qatarman as one of the outstanding LYDCs recognized by the National Youth Commission Kabayani Awards held in Bubon on February 22 to 24, 2025. As per evaluation of the said supporting documents, the committee believes that they all faithfully complied with the guidelines set forth by this committee. These documents are incorporated by reference into the consolidated committee report, and the respective original and authenticated copies are now reposed in the Records Division of the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. This committee celebrates the achievements of these three recipients of proposed resolutions of commendation from the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, fully convinced that their accomplishments will serve as a beacon of hope, an inspiration to many, and a profound reminder that all things are possible and achievable for every single Nortihanon if they will strive and work hard for it. Through these proposed resolutions of commendation, the three recipients not only gave honor themselves, but also gave pride to their kababayans and to all Nortihanons. Accordingly, this committee most respectfully moves for the adoption of this consolidated committee report and to pass a resolution of commendation upon each of the three recipients identified herein, submitted for approval this 9th day of March 2026, signed Chairman Victorio M. Singson II, this representation, and Asila Rupa G. Layog, member. I so move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
I second.
There's a motion duly seconded for the adoption of the consolidated committee report and to pass a resolution of commendation upon each of the three recipients identified, namely Engineer Jose Arnil Colina Corong, Mr. Adrian Poso Alleluia, and the local Youth Development Council of the Municipality of Catarman, Northern Samar. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr., Vice Chairman, Special Committee on Awards and Recognition. Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. With the adoption of the three consolidated committee reports as reported out by the Honorable Vice Chair of the Special Committee on Awards and Recognition, and in order to pave the way for its consideration on third and final reading, I so move that the internal rules be suspended. So move, Mr. Chairman.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will now be considering, Mr. Chairman, separately the three resolutions of commendation on third and final reading. Mr. Chairman, may I move for the final approval of a resolution on third and final reading a resolution commending Engineer Jose Arnel Colina Corong Jr. of Bobon, Northern Samar, and granting him the amount of 50,000 pesos as incentive from the provincial government of Northern Samar for placing first in the February 2026 mechanical engineer's licensure examination, third and final reading. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution commending Engineer Jose Arnil Colina Corong Jr. of Bubon, Northern Samar, and granting him the amount of 50,000 pesos as incentive from the provincial government of Northern Samar for placing first in the February 2026 mechanical engineer's licensure examination. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the final approval of a resolution commending and congratulating Mr. Adrian Pozo Aleloya of Victoria, Northern Samar for his outstanding achievement as international visual artist, serving as a beacon of pride of all for the Ibabaw nun. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution commending and congratulating Mr. Adrian Pozo Aliluya of Victoria, Northern Samar for his outstanding achievements as an international visual artist, serving as a beacon of pride for the Ibabaw nun. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the final approval of a resolution on third and final reading commending the Local Youth Development Council, LYDC, of the Municipality of Catarman for being recognized as one of the outstanding local youth development councils, LYDC, during the prestigious National Youth Commission Kabayani Awards for outstanding youth organizations and volunteers at the Philippine Youth Development Plan, PYDP, festival held on October 2022 to 2025 in Panglao, Bohol, Philippines. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which is duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution commending the Local Youth Development Council of the Municipality of Catarman, Northern Samar for being recognized as one of the outstanding local youth development councils during the prestigious National Youth Commission Kabayani Awards for outstanding youth organizations and volunteers at the Philippine Youth Development Plan Festival held on October 2022 to 2025 in Panglao, Bohol, Philippines. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You now consider item number 9 in the agenda, calendar of business, small letter A, the review of municipal ordinances and resolutions. Kindly please recognize the good chairperson of the Committee on Tourism, Culture, and the Arts to render the committee for and behalf of their committee, the Honorable Acela Rofa Andrea G. Layog, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Acela Rufa Andrea G. Layog is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon to all. Before I proceed with my report, allow me, Mr. Chair, to greet all women in our province and across the country. Very meaningful and a happy Women's Month. Let us all celebrate and recognize the strength, leadership, and the invaluable role of women in our communities. To all women and to all Filipinas, let us continue to lead with courage, wisdom, and most especially with heart. Lead like the Babaylan, Filipinas. Now, let me proceed with my report. On behalf of the Committee on Tourism, Arts, and Culture, I have the honor to report one committee report. Submitted for review before the Committee on Tourism, Arts, and Culture is SB Resolution number 2025-59 of the Municipality of Rosario, this province, entitled A Resolution Adopting the Municipal Cultural Development Plan for Calendar Years 2026-2023-2030 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar. The subject resolution adopts the Municipal Cultural Development Plan, MCDP, for calendar years 2026 to 2030 of the Municipality of Rosario, this province. The MCDP was approved by the Municipal Development Council, MDC, on August 14, 2025 through MDC Resolution number 002-C, Series of 2025. Upon evaluation, this committee found that the enactment of the subject resolution is well within the powers of the Sangguniang Bayan pursuant to pertinent provisions of RA 7160 and RA 10066, otherwise known as the National Cultural Heritage Act of 2009. Premises considered, this committee is respectfully recommending for the passage of a resolution declaring SB Resolution number 2025-59 of the Municipality of Mondragon, this province, valid and operative. This committee's report has been signed by majority of the members. Therefore, may I move for the adoption of the committee report, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Before ruling on the motion, it's the municipality of Rosario.
Rosario, I'm sorry.
There's a motion duly seconded for the passage of a resolution declaring SB Resolution number 2025-59 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, a resolution adopting the Municipal Cultural Development Plan for calendar years 2026 to 2030 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Acela Rupa Andrea Gilayug, Chairperson, Committee on Tourism, Arts, and Culture. Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, with the adoption of the committee report as reported out by the good chairperson of the Committee on Tourism, Arts, and Culture, and in order to pave the way for its consideration on third and final reading, I so move that the internal rules be suspended. So move, Mr. Chairman.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, may I move for the final approval of a resolution. Mr. Chairman, may I move for the final approval of SB Resolution number 2025-59 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring SB Resolution number 2025-59 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the next committee report under the review of municipal ordinances and resolution. Kindly please recognize the good chairman of the Committee on Ways and Means and the Committee on Public Order and Safety to render their committee report for and behalf of the said two committees by the good chairman, the Honorable Junicio Dexter Digalit, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Janicia Dexter Digalit is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Committee on Ways and Means, which was prepared, Ordinance number 15-03, Series of 2026 of the Municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Revising the Market Code of the Municipality of Lope de Vega, Province of Northern Samar, has considered the same and has the honor to report it back to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan with the following findings and observations. Number one, The municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar has established, maintained, and operated a public market within its territorial jurisdiction. Number 2, a public hearing has conducted before the enactment of the said ordinance in compliance with Section 186 and 187 of the Local Government Code of 1991. Number 3, this committee submits that it is within the power of authority of the municipality to enact, impose, and implement pursuant to Section 153 and to the above-mentioned provisions of the Local Government Code of 1991. Accordingly, this committee most respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that a resolution be passed to declare the ordinance number 15-03 series of 2025 of the municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar, valid and operative subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations without prejudice to the subsequent declaration that may be made by competent authorities of any provision therein being unconstitutional, unlawful, ultra vires, or inoperative. Submitted for resolution this 9th of March 2026, Katarman Northern Samar, signed by this representation as chair of the committee, signed by Honorable Acela Ropa Andrea G. Layog, member, and signed by Honorable Victorio M. Singson II, member of the committee. I so move for the adoption of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the passage of a resolution declaring ordinance number 15-03 series of 2025 of the municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
The Committee on Ways and Means, to which was referred ordinance number 02 series of 2026 of the municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance on the Electronic or Digital Payment by the Local Government Unit of Pambuhan, Northern Samar, has considered the same and has the honor to report it back to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan with the following observations. Number 1, this committee finds that the subject ordinance was valid exercise of the legislative power of the Sangguniang pursuant to Section 16 of the Local Government Code of 1991, which expressly grants the local government units the power to enact measures for the general welfare of the municipality and its inhabitants. Number 2, Section 132 of the same code also confers to the Sangguniang the power to impose a tax fee or charge, or to generate revenue through an appropriate ordinance. This necessarily includes the power to prescribe the manner of payment and collection. Number 3, this committee submits that the Sangguniang is vested with authority to encourage and support development of appropriate and self-reliant scientific and technological capabilities, and to preserve the comfort and convenience of its inhabitants. Thus, the said ordinance squarely falls within the legislative power of the Sangguniang to promote the general welfare, particularly the convenience of its inhabitants. Accordingly, this committee respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that a resolution be passed to declare ordinance number 2, series of 2026 of the municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to the existing laws, rules, and regulations. Submitted for resolution this 9th of March, Katarman Northern Samar, signed by this representation as chair, signed by 2 members of the committee. I so move for the adoption of the committee report, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the passage of a resolution declaring ordinance number 02, series of 2026 of the municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar, valid and operative subject to the existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's my report for the Committee on Ways and Means, and may I proceed now, Mr. Chair, for my committee report on the public order and safety. May I proceed, Mr. Chair?
Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On Committee on Public Order and Safety, Municipal Ordinance Number 01, Series of 2026 of the Municipality of Las Navas, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Requiring Business Establishment and Other Places and Spaces Considered as High Risk with Territorial Jurisdiction of Las Navas, Northern Samar, to install closed-circuit television system and provide funds thereof. The findings and observations of the committee: the subject ordinance requires certain businesses establishments to install CCTV camera in and around their premises with the aim of improving public safety, preventing crime, and helping law enforcement in their investigations. This is a valid exercise of the legislative power of the Sangguniang Bayan under Section 447, small letter A-1 of the Local Government Code of 1991, which mandates that the local government units to maintain peace and order by enacting measures to prevent and suppress lawlessness, disorder, riot, violence, rebellion, or sedition, and impose penalties of violation of the said ordinances. The recommendation of the committee: accordingly, this committee most respectfully recommends that a resolution be passed to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 01, Series of 2026 of the Municipality of Las Navas, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Submitted for resolution this 19th of March, Katarman, Northern Samar, signed by this representation as chair of the committee, signed by Honorable Neil S. Hernandez, vice chair of the committee, and signed by Honorable Emil Nicolas B. Ongchuan, member of the committee. I so move for the adoption of this committee report, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
There's a motion which was duly seconded that a resolution be passed to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 01, Series of 2026 of the Municipality of Las Navas, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Janicia Dexter D. Galit, Chairman, Committee on Public Order and Safety, and Chairman, Committee on Ways and Means. Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. With the adoption of the committee reports as reported out by the Committee on Ways and Means and by the Committee on Public Order and Safety, and in order to pave the way for its consideration on third and final reading, I so move that internal rules be suspended. So move.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the approval? May I move for the final approval of a resolution on third and final reading, declaring ordinance number 15-03, series of 2025 of the Municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations, without prejudice to the subsequent declaration that may be made by the competent authorities of any provisions therein being unconstitutional, unlawful, ultra vires, or inoperative. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring ordinance number 15-03, series of 2025 of the Municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the final approval of a resolution on third and final reading declaring ordinance number 02, series of 2026 of the Municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to the existing laws, rules, and regulations. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring ordinance number 02, series of 2026 of the Municipality of Pambuhan, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, may I move for the final approval of a resolution on third and final reading declaring municipal ordinance number 01, series of 2026 of the Municipality of Las Navas, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 01, series of 2026 of the Municipality of Las Navas, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Another committee report under the review of municipal ordinances and resolutions. Kindly please recognize the good chairman of the Committee on Amusement, Games, and Entertainment, the Honorable Neil S. Hernandez, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Neil S. Hernandez is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer, Majority Leader. Good afternoon to all my colleagues. Mr. Chair, in behalf of the Committee on Amusement, Games, and Entertainment, the subject is the review of the Ordinance Number 01, Series of 2026, entitled An Ordinance Regulating Cockfighting Activity and Establishing Operation, Maintenance, and Ownership of the cockpits of Municipality of Selvino Lobos, Northern Samar, providing fees and charges, and for other purposes. The subject ordinance was received by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan through the Office of the Secretary of Sangguniang Panlalawigan on February 5th of February 2026, referred this committee on February 2026, and subsequently endorsed the Sangguniang Provincial Legal Office on February 16, 2026. The PLO came out the findings and recommendation as contained letter dated February 19, 2026, which received by the Office of the Secretary on February 20, 2026. Findings, no whether reading lapse of 30 days, the receipt, the committee still submit this review findings and Sangguniang Panlalawigan to properly guide the LGU concerned. A, the Sangguniang Bayan of Selvino Lobos, Northern Samar, has acted with this legislative power by passing the subject ordinance pursuit of the section 447, paragraph small a, 3, close parenthesis, small letter v, of the Republic Act number 7160, other known as the Local Government Code of 1991, which provides Sangguniang Bayan the expressly empowered to authorize and the license establishment, operation, maintenance, cockfights, and to regulate cockfightings and commercial biddings, games tax, and subject existing law and limitation under the national policy. B, there are some provision in the subject ordinance which upon review was found by the PLO to be invalid. One, Section 6, close parenthesis D, which reads especially cockfights may also held in barangay to coincide with their fiesta celebration with contravenes with the provision of Presidential Decree number 449 of cockfighting law of 1974, which provide that cockfighting allows only licensed cockfight except as provided the decree itself. 2, Section 12, close parenthesis 1, thereof, which allow the cockfighting during the founding anniversary of the municipality. What's allowed under the PD number 449 are Sunday, legal holidays, and local fiestas. The list of exclusive nearest founding anniversary is not included at less and therefore not valid. 3, Section 12, close parenthesis 2, thereof allows cockfighting during fairs, carnivals, expectations, and period not more than 3 days a week. PD number 449 provides that the period of 3 days only, not in 3 days a week, herein also invalid. Number 4, Section 12, close parenthesis 3, which train the cockfighting entertainment of tourism for the charitable purposes which the ordinance allow to conduct only once a year for not more than 3 days. The law of PD 499 is clear. The privilege shall be extended for only one time in the period existing 3 days with a year. Since the Section 12, close parenthesis 3, is also invalid. Number 5, the Section 12, close parenthesis 5, which allow the barangay fiesta cockfights for not more than 2 days in barangay which was the licensed cockpit. Barangay fiesta cockpit conducted in the barangay with no licensed cockpit even for the 2 days and with the mayor permit are generally not unauthorized. DP 449 provides that a general rule of fight is permitted only in the licensed cockpit on the allowed days, occasion, since the Section 2012, close parenthesis 5, is the ultra vires of the national law. This committee fully accords with the above mentioned findings and comments. Will ask the manner connection identified by the PLO, which were suggested to be corrected to the Sangguniang Bayan of origin, otherwise they are considered a void for bring and loophole for the ultra vires. D, the legal opinion of the PLO dated February 19, 2026, permanent the subject ordinance is adopted by the committee by such the same hereby incorporated into the committee report. Recommendation. Accordingly, the committee has responsibly moved for the adoption of the committee report and pass the resolution declaring the subject ordinance valid except those provisions identify which are found invalid, namely the section 6, close parenthesis D, section 12, close parenthesis 1, section 12, close parenthesis 2, section 12, close parenthesis 3, and section 12, close parenthesis 5. This committee report is signed by this chairman and the vice chairman, Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr., and Victorio M. Singson, member. I move, Mr. Presiding Officer, for the adoption of this committee report.
There's a motion which was duly seconded for the adoption of the committee report and to pass a resolution declaring ordinance number 01 series of 2026 of the municipality of Silvino Lubos, Northern Samar, valid except those provisions identified in the committee report and in the provincial legal office opinion as invalid, namely section 6 letter D of the ordinance which allows special cockfight to be held in barangays to coincide with their fiesta celebration. For cockfighting under PD 449 is only allowed in the licensed cockpit arenas. Section 12, number 1, which in their ordinance allows cockfighting during founding anniversary of the municipality, in which under PD 449, cockfighting is allowed only on Sundays, legal holidays, and local fiestas. Section 12, number 2, which in their ordinance allows cockfighting during fairs, carnivals, and expositions for a period of not more than 3 days a week, which contravenes PD 449, which provides that a period of 3 days only and not 3 days a week. Section 12, number 3, which in their ordinance allowed for the entertainment of tourists for charitable purposes, that it be conducted once a year for not more than 3 years. But the law itself, PD 449, the privilege shall be extended for only one time for a period not exceeding 3 days within a year. And section 12, number 5, which in their ordinance allows barangay fiesta cockfights of not more than 2 days in such barangay which has no licensed cockpit, because under PD 449, as a general rule, cockfighting is permitted only in licensed cockpit arenas. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman?
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, with the adoption of the committee report as reported out by the Committee on Amusement, Games, and Entertainment, and in order to pave the way for its consideration on final reading, I so move that the internal rules be suspended. So move, Mr. Chairman.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the approval of a resolution in third and final reading declaring ordinance number 01 series of 2026 of the municipality of Silvino Lubos valid except those provisions identified which are found to be invalid, namely under Section 6, Paragraph D, Section 12, Paragraph L, Section 12, Paragraph 2, Section 12, Paragraph 3, and Section 12, Paragraph 5. So move for the approval, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring ordinance number 01, series of 2026 of the municipality of Silvino Lubos, Northern Samar, valid except those provisions identified in the committee report that are found to be invalid, namely Section 6, letter D, Section 12, number 1, Section 12, number 2, Section 12, number 3, and Section 12, number 5. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I stand to be corrected. It is Section 12, Paragraph 1, not L. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Duly noted.
Mr. Chairman, we now proceed with the last committee report under the review of municipal ordinances and resolution. We have the Committee on Youth and Sports Development. Kindly please recognize the good chairman of said committee, the Honorable Gerardo Gerard A. Miranda, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Gerardo Gerard A. Miranda is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Majority Leader. On behalf of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, may I have the honor to render our committee report on the subject SB Resolution number 2025-49 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, entitled Resolution Adopting the Local Youth Development Plan, LYDP, for calendar years 2026 to 2028 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar. Findings, observations. The subject resolution approved the Local Youth Development Plan for FY 2026 to 2028 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar. The said Municipal Youth Development Plan was previously approved by the Municipal Development Council, MDC, and endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan through MDC Resolution number 002A, Series of 2025. This committee submits that the said Youth Development Plan is in substantial compliance with RA 7160 and its IRR and other pertinent laws, rules, and regulations, and concludes that there are no legal impediments for the same to be operative. The local government unit concerned, however, is enjoined to ensure the provisions and or availability of funds necessary to carry out the PPAs of the plan and to fully comply with the mandatory budgetary provisions in the actual implementation of the plan. Recommendations. Accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to declare SB Resolution number 49, Series of 2025 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar valid and operative, subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Submitted for resolution this 19th day of March 2026, Catarman, Northern Samar, signed by this representation as chairman, signed Honorable Dionisio Dexter A. Galit, member, signed Honorable Victor M. Simpson, the second member, signed Honorable Asil Harof Andrea J. Layog, member. I move for the adoption of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the passage of a resolution declaring SB Resolution number 49, Series of 2025 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Gerardo Gerard A. Miranda, Chairman, Committee on Youth and Sports Development. Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, with the adoption of the committee report as reported out by the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, and in order to pave the way for its consideration and final reading, I so move that the internal rules be suspended.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the final approval of a resolution on third and final reading declaring SB Resolution Number 49, Series of 2025 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion, duly seconded, for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring SB Resolution Number 49, Series of 2025 of the Municipality of Rosario, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We now proceed with the next item in the agenda, which is item number 10. We have a proposed ordinance scheduled for third and final reading. Mr. Chairman, before the chair recognizes the principal sponsor, may I request Mr. Chairman to direct the secretary to read the title of an ordinance, of a proposed ordinance scheduled for third and final reading.
SB Secretary, kindly read the ordinance. The title of the ordinance, rather.
An ordinance institutionalizing the Provincial Earthquake and Tsunami Contingency Plan of the Province of Northern Samar, providing funds for its implementation and for other purposes.
Thank you, SP Secretary.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, SP Secretary. Mr. Chairman, to formally move for the final approval of the proposed ordinance as read by the Secretary, may kindly please recognize the principal sponsor, the Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr., Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr. is recognized.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Presiding Officer, distinguished colleagues, today we stand at an important moment as we move for the approval and third and final reading of my proposed ordinance entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Provincial Earthquake and Tsunami Contingency Plan of the Province of Northern Samar, providing funds for its implementation and for other purposes. This measure has successfully undergone second reading and procedural process through questions, interpellations, debates, and amendments, reflecting our collective commitment to ensure that this ordinance is responsive, comprehensive, and truly beneficial to our people. Northern Samar is not exempt from the threats of earthquakes and tsunamis. As public servants, it is our responsibility to ensure that preparedness is not optional. It is our responsibility, optional but not institutionalized. Through this ordinance, we are putting in place a clear, organized, and sustainable framework that will guide our province before, during, and after such disasters. More importantly, we are ensuring that adequate resources are allocated for its effective implementation. Allow me to express my sincere gratitude to my co-sponsors, especially Honorable B.M. Abalon, for his invaluable inputs and well-studied proposed amendments that strengthened the measure. I also thank Honorable B.M. Emil Nicolas Ongchuan for clearly articulating and clarifying the purpose and coverage of the ordinance during our deliberations. My appreciation likewise goes to the members of the DRRM committee who manifest their intentions to become co-sponsors of this ordinance, Honorable Neil Hernandez and Honorable Victorio M. Singson, and to all members of this august body who actively participated in the plenary deliberations. Your insights and constructive discussions significantly improve this proposed ordinance. I also extend my gratitude to the Office of the Secretary of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, headed by Mr. Bernardo Balangkit and his staff, for their unwavering support and cooperation. Finally, I wish to acknowledge the invaluable assistance, guidance, and inputs of our presiding officer, Vice Governor Attorney Clarence E. Dato, whose recommendations and refinements further enhance the substance and clarity of this measure. With all amendments incorporated and after careful deliberation, this ordinance now stands as a product of collaboration, foresight, and shared responsibility. Let us take this decisive step toward a safer, more prepared, and more resilient Northern Samar. In view of the foregoing, Mr. Presiding Officer, I respectfully move for the approval of this ordinance in third and final reading.
There's a motion which was duly seconded for the approval on third and final reading of an ordinance entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Provincial Earthquake and Tsunami Contingency Plan of the Province of Northern Samar, providing funds for its implementation and for other purposes. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Lope E. Dorado Jr., the author, principal sponsor of the ordinance and the chairman committee on disaster risk reduction management. Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We now consider item number 11 in the agenda. The privilege and question are, Mr. Chairman, considering that no members registered to deliver a privilege speech or under the question hour, therefore we now move on to the next item, which is item number 12, other matters. We have under item small letter A, we have a letter of urgency coming from the office of the Honorable Governor Harris Christopher M. Ongchuan. With this, Mr. Chairman, may I request for our OICSP Secretary to read the letter certified to as urgent, Mr. Chairman.
SP Secretary, kindly read the letter coming from the Office of the Governor.
Office of the Governor, March 6, 2026, the Honorable Clarence E. Dato, Vice Governor, Presiding Officer, and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Province of Northern Samar. Dear Vice Governor Dato, and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing a resolution authorizing the Governor and Vice Governor Clarence E. Dato, in the absence of Governor Harris Christopher M. Ongchuan, to enter into memoranda, agreement, understanding, and/or contracts on behalf of the provincial government of Northern Samar with any and all national government agencies, government-owned or controlled corporations, GOCCs, government financial institutions, GFIs, public educational institutions, including state universities and colleges, SUCs, private educational institutions, local government units, non-governmental organizations, people's organizations, foundations, civic organizations, and other non-governmental entities, and with any and all facilities, organizations, and other entities relating to or arising from non-foreign assisted projects and programs for the implementation of projects, programs, and undertakings in the province with no counterpart funding requirement. Thank you for your immediate legislative action. Very truly yours, signed, Harris Christopher M. Ongchuan, Governor.
Thank you, SB Secretary, Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, considering its urgency and as reflected in the agenda under the other matters, item is letter A. Members were also furnished copies of the letter coming from the provincial governor, our beloved Governor Harris Christopher M. Ongchuan. And if there's no manifestation, comments from the members, this presentation would like to sponsor the resolution urgently requested by our provincial governor, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Chairman, it seems that no members would like to be recognized for some comments or manifestations. May I therefore move, Mr. Chairman, for the passage or approval of a resolution authorizing the Governor and the Vice Governor Clarence Ibarezo Dato, in the absence of Governor Harris Christopher M. Ongchuan, to enter into a memoranda, agreement, understanding, and/or contracts on behalf of the provincial government of Northern Samar with and all national government agencies, government-owned or controlled corporation, GOCCs, government financial institution, GFIS, public educational institution, including state universities and colleges, SUCS, private educational institution, local government units, non-governmental organizations, people's organizations, foundations, civic organizations, and other non-governmental entities with any and all facilities, organizations, and other entities relating to or arising from non-foreign assisted projects and programs for the implementation of projects, programs, and undertakings in the province with no counterpart funding requirement. So move for the approval, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the passage of a resolution authorizing the Governor and Vice Governor Clarence E. Dato, in the absence of Governor Harris Christopher M. Ongchuan, to enter into memoranda agreement, understanding, and/or contracts on behalf of the provincial government of Northern Samar with any and all national government agencies, government-owned or controlled corporations, GOCCs, government financial institutions, GFIs, public educational institutions, including state universities and colleges, SUCs, private educational institutions, local government units, non-governmental organizations, people's organizations, foundations, civic organizations, and other non-governmental entities, and with any and all facilities, organizations, and other entities relating to or arising from non-foreign assisted projects and programs for the implementation of projects, programs, and undertakings in the province with no counterpart funding requirement. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Still under the other matters, under item number 12 in the agenda, we have to consider item small letter B. We have municipal ordinances, resolutions, endorsed to the office of the Honorable Vice Governor, our presiding officer, and we are referred to the appropriate committees. Mr. Chairman, considering that we have 13 items, may I move that the reading be dispensed with, considered it as read, and incorporated into the journals of proceedings in this afternoon regular session. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which is duly seconded to dispense with the reading of all the items under number 12, letter B, the 12 items therein, and considered those as read and be incorporated in the journals of today's regular session. Hearing the objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before we consider the last item in the agenda, which is item number 13, may I move for a few minutes suspension, Mr. Chairman?
Session suspended.
considering that all the items in the agenda, as reflected in the agenda, were already tackled. The last item would be proper. I so move, Mr. Chairman, for adjournment of our regular session until the next scheduled regular session, which will be on March 19 at same time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So move, Mr. Chairman.
With that motion, duly seconded, today's regular session is hereby adjourned until March 19, 2026 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you everyone and good afternoon. Pakinggan natin saglit lang doon sa yung pag-ibig. Ngayon na. Saglit lang 'yon. Dali lang sa opisina. Okay na. Tama na. Ayos. Ayos.